Hey guys, Friday the 4th, Facebook down yesterday 26% across 2 days of trade. Poor daily active users and monthly active users numbers. Really, this is quite a major wipeout of value on one of the tech darlings. And you can see here going across onto this Bloomberg article. So 250 big ones erased off of the value here. 26% down, dragging down Snap, Pinterest, and Twitter, and all those kind of social tech names. And one of the things that I remember from sort of the global financial crisis of really coming in 2007, 8, and into all the way through to 2014 was that one of the first types of businesses to get really walloped after the banks obviously were companies that were propped up on advertising revenue. And I remember working with the time with agency.com and a couple of advertising agencies here in Dublin and in London. And they were telling me at the time that, for example, I think it was Toyota in January of 2008 pulled 100% of their global advertising, zero budget. They pulled it all. So all these agencies who manage their advertising had no work to do, right? And so we're in a different world now where online advertising really is way bigger than traditional media. But it always made me very conscious of what would happen to these big companies when the next wave of kind of contraction on advertising comes in. Now, um, I think really I'm referring to the advertising money that Facebook, Snap, and Pinterest and Twitter all make, and it's a huge amount of their income that is made from advertising. I think with poor daily and monthly active users, I think it's kind of because of that. Zuckerberg is shifting from Facebook to Meta and the metaverse and all of that. He's kind of going after a different audience, and I think they would have seen this coming months out, if not years out, at this point. So, for me, we're really just here to look at what's happening on Facebook and to take a technical look at the stock. All right. Now, this is not investment advice. This is purely educational and entertainment purposes only. So I'm really just going to talk about how I will be looking at the stock. And so yeah, let's get over here and look at this information here. But you can see here, looking at the biggest 1 day drop in market history. Before we go over to the chart, Meta, Apple before September, 3rd, 2020, erasing 180 billion. That's fine. Anyway, let's get over here and look at some of this chart. Oh, sorry. Here we go. All right, so just make this chart a bit bigger. Oh dearie dear. I'm going to have to just make this a little bit, pull this in a little bit more. Just give me a second on this. And I'll make this a lot easier to see for everybody. Yeah, so I'll just flip over onto a full screen here and pull this in a bit more. Bear with me. Um, all right, there we go. And there we go. All right, so this would be good. All right, so here we go. All right, so you're seeing Facebook trading, well, on the close yesterday, 237.76 at the market. Now, these are monthly bars, right? This is monthly bars. I had some time ago with, I think, Anthony or with one of the guys in Amplify, we've been looking at Facebook stock, and this is really a Fibonacci extension, right, from the, where was this, a 2012 low, 17.55, swing high July 18, 2018, to the swing low December 8th, 2018. And that really gives us our Fibonacci extension sequence. Now, I have not touched this chart in 6 months at least if not 12 months, because I'm not a Facebook holder. It's not my bag. But the 113.8 extension, as I've said numerous times to the guys in the Duggan Capital team, and on YouTube before with videos with Amplify, I do love using the fib extension when I'm swinging on any of these equities, and 113.8 is generally a big target. Now, there are bigger targets to be had. Of course, the swing I took on Zoom, I think, took out its 423.6 extension. So that was enough for me to kind of say, right, I've had a good one here, I'm out. Same on Netflix as well. I was using this sort of method for swinging, but what we're talking about today is Facebook, right? So we can go down on the daily here and have a look, 1 year, 1 day, and you can see this gap here from, Wednesday's trade down to yesterday's close on trade here, 235 spot 75s. Now, I want to just actually kind of use a different tool now, right? So I'm going to go over on the monthly bars, right? Max monthly. And I'm really looking at the main support here on the downside, right? Is really the high from the month of July 2018. And that's coming in at around 220s, actually specifically 218 spot 62, right? I think there's going to be buyers there for sure. I think there's a lot of value. We're down so much on this thing. The problem with Facebook is it's not paying dividends. If these guys were paying dividends, the world and his grandmother and her pet dog would be in here loading up and basically just buying themselves a dividend at, it's 25-26% discount on the dividend. Thing is, they're not paying a dividend. Can any of the guys in the Discord confirm if they're not paying a dividend? Because I am 98% sure they're not paying dividend. Um, I'm pretty sure. Hold on a second here. Does not pay a dividend. Does Facebook pay a dividend? Has not paid a dividend within the past 12 months. So it does not pay dividends. Just wanted to have that 100% clear. All right. If they did, there would be buyers loading up on this thing. Now, because they don't, this thing can fall. All right. This is not going to be protected. All right. So if you're looking at something like BP or Shell or Berkshire Hathaway or any of these things, they pay dividend, and when they sell off, all of the market really just sees that as as a fire sale on being able to buy themselves a dividend super cheap. And why is that important? Well, you tell me what interest rate your bank is giving you right now, and you tell me if it's better than between 7 and 11% dividends that you can get from PAA or BP. All right, it's about 3 times better than what you'll get at the bank. Okay, so that's why we're going to fall here further. And there isn't really a reason why I would buy this at this point. It's got further to go. You seen Bill Ackman going in last week, buying Netflix. Now Netflix don't pay a dividend either, but they have a huge amount more of book value, right? So this is where you can understand their assets in their content library, um, versus their debt levels as well. It's a lot more of attractive buy. Um, I think $384 on the highs on Facebook is you're looking at, I don't know, I'm sure that's about 15 years forward multiple earnings, and that's too expensive. It should be 10 or less that it's trading on, and then it becomes cheap. So you're looking at a pullback. Okay, where are we going, Tim? What's going to happen? All right, well, this is not trading or investment advice, but I'm looking at supports coming in 2018, or sorry, 218 spot 62s, and then we may, under capitulation, trade as far down to 149.02s, which was kind of the low of March 2018, right? Um, that's pretty horrific, really, to be honest. Now, uh, we're going to need the Fibonacci extension here to see. Well, hold on a second. Maybe from the latest significant swing low, I would say it's actually probably lows in 2018. We'll take it from, yeah, we'll take it from 2018 because I think COVID was a disaster zone. So uh, up to the highs, and we've breached in 2 sessions. We've gone from a 23.6% retracement down through the 38.2, down through the 50. Really, I don't think buyers are going to come in on this thing until at least The 222.84 is on this. All right, so 222.84s, and we'll just make this 618 a little bit of a bigger line here. Oh, sorry, I changed the wrong one, but here it is here anyway, the 618. So we'll just zoom in on that a bit more. So just keep that out of the way there. So, oh, hold on a sec. We're streaming and doing all sorts of stuff here at the same time. All right, so yeah, the 618 pullback in around here. All right, so really, I'd let this thing fall a bit more. Bill Ackman, of course, was buying the dip on Netflix. It's had a handsome little bounce from its sort of massive sort of gap down. And I think he's going to do quite well on that one. So I think with Facebook, it's a different story. I think it needs to drop a little bit further, and then the buyers are going to come in. All right, so that's it really for me. Looking at Facebook here, we're looking at a lot of energy equities at the moment. For example, like BP, really taking a really good push here. Out with oil and this energy crisis, this tightness in the energy markets. I'll probably save this all for another different video, but I have been hammering on about this since we went negative in oil. I think there is just so much more room for BP to run here up to like 36s. And I think it's, we had tested that area in 2018, this downtrend. And so when we test it again, I think we have all the reason in the world to break out and actually move up to 57s. Now, guidance in this ranges from right, get this, the guidance, we're trading 32.15s on BP right now, okay? Well, the market's not open right now on the ADR, but we're trading 32.15 dollars here on the ADR on BP. The guidance on this is $40 to $70. Right, there's analysts out here looking at 70 buckaroos target on BP. Now, I'm in here. I'm a shareholder. I'm long this stock. I love it. I love the dividends. I love it all. I think I like the way they're transitioning into renewables. But 70 is a little bit batshit crazy to me, to be honest. 57s, yeah, I could get on board with 57s over like the next 12 months maybe, but really I'd be a bit more conservative and looking at, riding with those guys, looking at 40 bucks target on BP. Anyway, I'll probably do a separate video. Please do comment in the feed if you would like me to do separate videos on some energy stocks. In fact, if there's any specific stocks that you would like me to do analysis on, just let me know. And up or like that comment for the stocks that you like to look at. But really, energy focused stuff is where we're at right now in the Duggan Capital room. WTI, of course, trading 91.58. All right, I've gone on too long. Thanks for joining in for the chat. Please do hit like and subscribe. We're going to be going live on NFP today, 1:30 GMT, and have a good session. I'll talk to you soon.